Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortensia Carty.
And it is our 200th episode. 200th episode, indeed. Today is very special for us. And we're going to be celebrating our 200th episode. Of course, there are going to be giveaways that we have for you today. So the number to call is 664-7327. Of course, we're going to ask you to keep that number close because we are going to indicate to you when the giveaways will be held. So again, the number to call is 664-7327. You call that when we say when, and who knows, you might be the winner of a lucky giveaway. So again, this is episode 200. And of course, as always, we thank you for joining us for another edition of Good Morning SKN.
This is a lot of numbers. This is not even 2, this is like 6, and but it's 200, as Jamie said. So we begin this morning now with our first local story. This from Wind Media. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, disclosed that consumer prices in the Eastern Caribbean Central Union, the ECCU, rose by 3.1% as of June 2022. Consumer prices have been on the increase since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020. The ECCU member countries have experienced notable price increases, particularly in energy, utilities, and consumer goods. Anguilla has reported an overall increase of 2%, Antigua and Barbuda 3.7%, Dominica 3.5%, Grenada 1.2%, Montserrat 1.1%, St. Lucia 1.8%, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 2.6%, and St. Kitts and Nevis 1.8%. According to the data from the ECCB, fuel and light have seen the largest growth in inflation at 7.7%, following behind our housing and utilities at 6.3%, household and furniture equipment at 2.8%, and food and transport and communication at 2%. There has also been price increases on clothing and footwear at 1.4%, alcoholic drinks and tobacco at 1.3%, personal services at 1.1%. Personal services may consist of dry cleaning, hairdressing, seamstress, tailoring, and home cleaning services. So we see the inflation is on the rise all over the world.
Yes, definitely so, Hortensia.
Yes, as in England, I see there's big fuss and fight about the sudden inflation there. Trickles down.
Definitely does. All right, moving on. This from Wind Media. Seabourn Venture, an ultra-luxury and modernized cruise vessel, made its inaugural voyage to St. Kitts on Monday, October 10th, 2022. Passengers disembarked at South Friars Bay to begin an exploration of Sugar City, which also marked the first inaugural call of the new tourist season under a new government. The St. Kitts Tourism Authority organized the inaugural Cost of the Seabourn Venture plaque exchange ceremony to welcome the luxury ship. In attendance was the Prime Minister of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. In giving remarks, he said, St. Kitts is extremely pleased with the partnership with Seabourn Cruise Line and the integral role that the cruise industry plays in the country's economic development. Prime Minister Drew stated, quote, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is grateful for this call and all future calls of Seabourn and its parent company, Carnival Corporation. The cruise sector has tremendous economic value and has over the years sustained the livelihood of many of our nationals and our residents. Our vendors, employees of the attraction sites, and taxi and tour bus operators depend on this fragile yet resilient sector to provide for their families. The importance of your visit cannot be overstated. End quote.
So sweet. So our season has begun once more.
Yes.
So sweet. We continue now. This from SKN Vibes. As St. Kitts and Nevis joined the rest of the world to recognize October 10th as World Mental Health Day, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew is battling for the end to the stigma attached to the ailment. First recognized in 1992, the day is used to raise awareness and provide education on the ailment that has and still can affect many people across the world. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the ailment has been thrust more into the spotlight because of the impact the virus has had on many households. In recognizing the challenges of the ailment, the medical practitioner called for more awareness to be raised surrounding the issue's sensitivity. Mental health challenges are some of the most common health issues people face: depression, stress, etc. But the stigma attached to it is what hinders persons from seeking the help they need. Many moons before he became the Federation's Prime Minister, Dr. Drew had been using his platform to raise awareness of the ailment and is still continuing to champion the cause for its recognition. So that's very good of the Prime Minister that he continues to champion the cause for mental health, and I'm glad that although it's still somewhat of a stigma, because I heard I don't know if you know David Mann. He acted in a lot of Medea movies. He was saying yesterday, being a Christian and suffering from mental health, he didn't know how to deal with it. He always smiled, but eventually he couldn't. So he went to a therapist, and he was surprised when the therapist prayed before they started the therapy. So he spoke out publicly yesterday on the Tamron Hall show about his struggle with mental health and depression.
So it affects everybody. It seems a lot of people.
And he was afraid because of the stigma.
Yes, there's awareness being raised concerning that. All right, we're moving on to a check of our local weather. It's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Currently, it is 81 degrees. And take a look at your weekly and hourly forecast as we head to a break. We'll be back with more of the latest on the other side.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue now with the latest in regional news. This from Loop Caribbean. Sunday, October 9th, 2022 marked the return of Air Canada's weekly nonstop service from Toronto to St. Lucia. This service will provide Canadians with more viable options to explore the beautiful island. Canada is one of St. Lucia's main source markets, adding to the island's growth and tourism product. In November 2022, Air Canada will increase its flight frequency to 4 weekly flights on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday until December 9th. Additional flights will be added to the schedule for the holiday season, with 5 weekly flights until December 18th, then increasing to 6 weekly flights until December 25th. In January 2023, Air Canada's winter schedule will include 5 weekly flights until March 2023, then increase frequency to 6 weekly flights until April 2023. With the additional nonstop flights from Air Canada, St. Lucia will offer Canadians 20 nonstop routes from Toronto Pearson International Airport this fall and winter season. Lorraine Charles St. Jules, CEO of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, said, quote, "We are excited to welcome Air Canada back this fall with direct nonstop service from Toronto. The additional flights will provide Canadians with more viable options to explore our beautiful island, end quote.
That's nice. Tourism is back and booming, and we are grateful wherever it is around the Caribbean. So what do you say to that? Grateful much?
Yes.
We continue now with international news. This is from the Good News Network. President Biden announced in a video statement that he was pardoning thousands of people convicted in federal courts for the possession of cannabis. Specifically, Biden issued full pardons to anyone charged in a federal court under the sentencing guidelines for the simple possession of the Schedule I drug nationwide and D.C. The New York Times estimates this will clear the rap sheet over perhaps more than 7,500 non-violent drug offenders held in federal prisons. The pardons stop short of those convicted of selling or trafficking cannabis and anyone charged in state courts for breaching state laws. But he said to continue locking up people for cannabis makes no sense. The pardon will remove barriers for anyone looking to apply for a credit card, mortgage, university, employment, or federal benefits, and Biden urged state governors to follow his lead. So I guess everyone's moving into, once you do not have it, as he said, to traffic, then it's legal. Because people said it's a form of medicine.
They've been saying that for years.
Yeah, they have been
listening in more recent times, and the public has spoken in a lot of different countries as well about it. So here we go with that one. Law's just taking a little bit of time to catch up, but obviously it is.
Yeah, it's catching on, indeed.
All right, so let's talk about who we're going to have today. We're going to be talking with Shira Flanders later in the program, of course, concerning World Food Day.
Yes.
We'll also be talking with a gospel recording artist, Camilla Lawrence.
And then we have a International Disaster Day, where we will be speaking with Mr. Abdia Samuel and Miss Andrea Grosvenor. So we got a packed show for you. And then we have the giveaways. Don't forget the giveaways for 200. They're fanciful. You're going to love them. But you have to stay tuned. And you should have been in tune already, because we are at 200. So you can answer these questions and win on our 200 episodes.
And again, the number to call is 664-7327 when we say when. So not before and definitely not after, because you'll miss your chance to win. All right, so there you have it for the latest for today. More of GMSKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, you can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what real happen. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. International Day for Disaster Reduction is held each year on October 13th, which is today. And this day celebrates how people and communities around the world are reducing their exposure to disasters. Although hazards may be unpredictable, their impacts and outcomes need not be. The International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is an opportunity to acknowledge the progress being made toward preventing and reducing disaster risk and losses in lives and livelihoods, economies, and basic infrastructure in line with the International Agreement for Reducing Global Disaster Risk and Losses. We now welcome Abdia Samuel, National Disaster Coordinator, and Angie Grosvenor, Acting Deputy Executive Director for the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, SEDEMA. Welcome to you both.
Good morning, and I'm happy to be here with you, and congratulations on your 200th episode. Yeah.
I need my pom-poms for this one.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's begin the conversation this way. Obviously, we're celebrating International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction today, and I would like to know how important this day is for your work as part of NEMA and as SEDEMA, respectively. So, Mr. Samuel.
Great. Thank you so much for the question. And again, I want to thank you for having us. The International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is a critical day for us to acknowledge, celebrate, and commemorate because it plays into everything that we do. Every sector of society, whether it be socio or economic, and it also impacts the livelihoods of individuals. And therefore, we have to make sure that every single individual, no matter of your socioeconomic status, is informed, is aware, and knows the risk associated with their environments. What this will do at the end is save lives, and that's what we want to do, because one life lost will be one too many.
Ms. Wagner?
To be here. Thank you very much also for inviting SEDEMA as the regional agency for oversight for disasters management in the Caribbean and and one of our participating states is Kitts Nevis. So we are really delighted to accept this invitation today. I do bring you greetings on behalf of our Executive Director, Miss Elizabeth Riley, and she's also participating in a number of other events today to celebrate this day. So we celebrate this day because we have the CDM strategy for the region, the Comprehensive Disaster Management Approach, which is really an integrated approach to disaster risk management. It addresses all hazards, all phases of the disaster management cycle, so we're not just responding, and it involves all peoples of society. And that is the private sector, the public sector, and obviously the individual person at the community level. And the goal of CDM is really to have more resilient and sustainable CDM participating states through this comprehensive disaster management approach. So saving lives and livelihoods is an important dimension or the important overarching goal that we have with CDM. And therefore, this focus on early warning systems for the International Day for Disaster Reduction is really about that. It's really about saving lives. It's really about saving livelihoods where people have made significant investments because they have their development aspirations. And it is in keeping with the priority area under the CDM strategy, which is community resilience. This is where we treat with the matter of early warning, getting those messages down to those people who need it most so that they can take early action, save their lives, save their loved ones, and their assets that they will generally also want to protect.
All right, and that is great advice, and indeed it is. So Abdias, we're going to start with you. How is NEMA working towards reducing the exposures of disaster, both in St. Kitts and Nevis?
I want to just piggyback. I felt that question coming. I want to piggyback on what Andrea just said, is that St. Kitts and Nevis, as part of the CDMO member states, we have adopted the CDM strategy, which is the all-hazard approach. So once ago, we were just centric to hurricane, and we were mainly in the responsive phase. A hurricane happens, hey, we respond. We provide shelter, we provide relief supplies, and get people back to work and get persons assisted. Now we have the comprehensive disaster management strategy, which means a more comprehensive approach in terms of mitigation, prevention, giving more attention to that area and enhancing the response capabilities, and also looking at the recovery strategies, building back better, looking at our building codes, our infrastructure, and also the recovery process in terms we have short-term, long-term recovery. So St. Kitts and Nevis has been doing significant work in strengthening our policies. We want to also focus on revamping our regulation, our laws. We want to continue our sectorial partnership with the different sectors to enhance policies, create MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding between each other, and also to continue to build on what is there, the baseline that is there. What do I mean by that? To ensure that we put significant focus on economic resilience. As a small island development state, how do we strengthen our biggest contributor to the GDP of St. Kitts and Nevis, which is the tourism sector? And also, how do we enhance the public sector, which is, for now, one of the largest employers of St. Kitts and Nevis? So, Andrea will speak to the roadmap for resilience that CDMO has put out there for the member states, which we too have endorsed and adopted, and that is what we want to do for St. Kitts and Nevis, strengthening economies, strengthening the vulnerable groups, to make sure that we are keeping with the international standards. For example, we call them displaced persons, no longer you call them illegal aliens. We have to make sure that we collaborate with the international bodies such as the IOM, International Office for Migration, so that these persons who are displaced by other civil conflicts, by climate change impact, or by other situations, that they themselves who are here in St. Kitts and Nevis are not left out. Economy, we must build a resilient economy. If we don't have a resilient economy that provides jobs, for our citizens, that in itself can become a disastrous situation for us. So that too, we have to mitigate the risk of that because there are many fall-offs from that. We also want to strengthen institutional capacities and knowledge of individuals to ensure that there is proper budgetary allocation for persons to respond to, well, prepare for and respond to risk associated with the environment and the general environment of St. Kitts and Nevis. For example, strengthening our ports of entry, strengthening our agricultural sector so that we could have a robust food security program to ensure that if our supply chains are interrupted, then we must have redundancies to ensure that people can continue to receive the basic essentials of life. We want to build strong communication ties with our telecommunications providers, and with your permission, I want to take this opportunity of thanking the cable in particular, Flow and Digicel for coming on board this particular day today, providing significant support with the theme, which is early warning for all. That's the tagline for today, providing, early warning for all, because that's what we want to do. So we're also working with the vulnerable groups, the Association for Disabled Persons, to ensure that they too are involved in the process of creating policies and procedure, and they too are involved in receiving these messages. So we are collaborating with all of society. I also want to thank the Chamber of Industry and Commerce. They have been rather active to ensure that their membership too do their part in terms of also investing in early warning system, investing in plans such as business continuity plans, what we call BCPs, and also sharing their technical expertise with NEMO and the government by extension to ensure that we build a resilient and robust St. Kitts and Nevis. And lastly, what we also want to look at, how do we build stronger infrastructure? For example, we see that the enhancement that has been done on Old Road, that is one of the resilient infrastructures that we have lauded here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Also, one of the things that we are looking into encouraging the government to look at is our waterways interface with our road network. So when we have heavy rains, the guts as we call them, they have a problem. One of the plans and suggestions being recommended is to divert some of those waters under the road. And we have seen some projects like that happening, in particular in Kern. So no longer when the guts running, you have to stop and wait for hours or look for alternative ways to move, but rather now you can just safely pass with the assurance that you will not be affected or impacted. So these are some of the things that we are looking into in terms of structural and non-structural activities, in terms of plans and policies, as well as the physical infrastructure for St. Kitts and Nevis.
All right, so Ms. Grosvenor, I noticed that you seem to be endorsing a lot of what Mr. Samuel had to say concerning this. All right, so in terms of economic resilience, because Mr. Samuel actually said that you would speak to that, what can you tell us in terms of not only a definition, but what it means on the ground for us here in Caribbean states?
Okay, thank you so much. So we talked about the CDM strategy and its goal of safer, more resilient, and sustainable participating states. And within the strategy, we actually have 4 pillars for our priority areas that we identify: institutional strengthening, knowledge management, mainstreaming the CDM approach into key priority sectors, as Mr. Samuels talked about tourism being one of those key sectors, and also looking at community resilience. So we have to ensure that our communities are safe, they are strong, and that they are able to address the multiple threats that they face and still be resilient. But what we noticed is that in 2017, everybody remembers 2017, we had Hurricanes Irma, we had Hurricanes Maria, but we also had Jose, and Jose had also threatened. So in 2 weeks, we had 3 Category 5 hurricanes which threatened our participating states, and that was quite unprecedented. But when we had 2017 and then we had 2019, we had Dorian affecting the Bahamas, and then in the last few years we have been dealing with the pandemic and other hazards. So we have other hazards that are occurring concurrently and with cascading effects. Interestingly enough, following 2017, though, I think that the CARICOM heads of government, like they had an insight probably into what may be coming into the future, because they did ask SEDEMA to redefine resilience. And we took the traditional approach about, being able to to bounce. Well, the concept was about bouncing back better, etc. But really, we want, as we talk about resilience, we really want to thrive in the midst of adversity. We want to be able to reduce the susceptibility to being impacted by the same hazard, but we also want to be able to use our threats as an opportunity to launch forward, to bounce forward, and to do better. So in 2018, the heads of government of the Caribbean community did endorse the resilience pathway to achieving comprehensive disaster management. And in that pathway, they identified 5 pillars where they indicated that if we were to focus on these, it would help us to achieve that overall goal of CDM, which is a safer, more resilient, and sustainable states. And these 5 pillars were as follows. We had social protection for the marginal and the most vulnerable. And this is important because we do have among us people who are very vulnerable, who can be impacted. There are people who are on the margins of the poverty, and with one shot, they fall below the poverty line. And we saw that with COVID-19 between 2020 and 2022. And so we have had to look at what are the social protection mechanisms that we have, whether it's welfare assistance, whether it's cash grants, whether it's food, whether it's assistance with education, to really be able to assist those who are the most vulnerable among us, but also those who are marginal, who fall below those poverty lines because of shocks. The other area was on safeguarding infrastructure. And we know that we have sometimes one port, one airport. We've had repeated losses of some of our infrastructure. We know the impacts that has happened in St. Kitts Nevis with Port Zant. And we also know that we have those experiences across the Caribbean region as well. So, and then communications is absolutely critical. And I know that Mr. Samuels mentioned this. So how do we safeguard our infrastructure that we don't lose our ports and our airports and our buildings when a disaster, when a hazard strikes, because losing them is really a disaster. So safeguarding that infrastructure. So as Mr. Samuels talked about, how do we look at our building codes? How do we ensure that we are enforcing those building codes? And how do, even at the level of the persons in your communities, the homeowners, having that their home safe is absolutely critical as well. And we are also doing some work now at CDEMA to strengthen that for homeowners. But enhancing economic opportunity, the reality is that we want to thrive as a Caribbean society. That's the third pillar in enhancing economic opportunity. We want to thrive as Caribbean societies. But in order to thrive, if we are to have, like for instance, a successful tourism sector, if we are going to have a successful agricultural productive sector, and even if we are going to be able to deal with, like for instance, the financial sector, we have to manage our risk. So for the financial sector,
yes, please go ahead.
yes. So by the financial sector, we have to manage those risks, those security risks, cybersecurity risks, for instance. We have to be able to manage the risk to the environment with the tourism sector. For instance, we also have to preserve our environment as well as it relates to agriculture. So as we manage our risk, we are able to thrive economically, but then we are also able to open life chances within our education sector for persons that they can participate in the economy and not necessarily be on the sidelines. And so these are things that we are emphasizing. And I'll just mention the 2 other areas quickly. Environmental protection, I've sort of highlighted that. We need to be able to ensure that we protect our rivers, we don't dumping them, that we are able to protect our slopes, the way how we cultivate on our slopes, and that we have the trees that provide the cover, etc. One of the things, even about this theme about early warning for the International Disaster Day for Risk Reduction, is that we need to understand that there are challenges with how we manage our slopes that really affects even if we give warning, we know that if we don't train our rivers, or if we don't protect our slopes, that we can have exacerbated conditions that people have to be that are affected, but they're affected by. And the
Ms.
final
Grossman?
areas are response and
Yes.
recovery. Yes.
We have roughly 30 seconds. I'd so hate to do this. If you can mention the final area really quickly.
Yes, pretty. The final areas are response and recovery, and why we recognize that we can be impacted by a number of hazards. Climate change is exacerbating hazards, so we need to be able to have a response mechanism, and through our regional response mechanism, we are able to affect states collectively as a region. And finally, on recovery, because we have to be able to recover and to bounce forward and bounce back better, even from the impacts that we have. So that was the final area of the resilience pathway. Thank you very much.
Ms. Grossman, I suspect that we are going to have to invite you back to add a little more meat to the bones. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Well appreciated. Thank you so much for having us.
And Mr. Samuel as well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So GMSK Nation, stay tuned. Much more after this short break.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami I come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and once again, it is our 200th episode today. And guess what time it is? Giveaway time! Yes. So we have a wheel. Well, I shouldn't say a wheel. We have a whole lot of things to give away today. So to win, you can call in and answer a question. If you get the answer correct, you get to spin the wheel and get a prize. The number to call is 664-7327. I repeat, 664-7327. So here goes. How many guests appeared on the first episode of Good Morning SKN? Once again, that question is, how many guests appeared on the first episode of Good Morning SKN?
Listen, I was here and I don't even remember that.
You see, we can't even win anything.
So we're gonna find out
If
what the
I
facts
was
are.
depending on you to win something, we would have lost.
I remember two specifically.
You can give the answer.
But I don't. No,
Don't give the answer.
I'm not giving the answer. I told you I don't remember. So if anybody wants to
give
quote
the-
me, I hate to say that I'll be misleading you.
Oh, wow. So we're waiting on you to call. Once again, the number is 664-7327. And the question once again, how many guests? Oh, we have a caller. Good morning, caller. Thanks for calling Good Morning SKN. You are on our 200th episode. Do you have the answer? Oh, congratulations. You are correct.
All right, your name. We need your name. Who are we speaking with, please? First and last name. First and last name,
Your
please. Your first name, your last name.
Deslin Thomas?
Teslin.
Oh.
Teslin Thomas.
Okay, congratulations, Teslin. So we are going to spin the wheel to see which of the prizes you will win.
All right, so we're gearing up. It's a whole operation here.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe it, Teslin. So we're going to see which prize you're going to win. All righty. We're loading. There's a magic wheel.
Yes,
Let's see
it's
what prize you're
spinning.
going to get now. It's actually spinning as we speak.
Ooh. And you just won it yourself 2 Good Morning SKN mugs from Sun Island Clothing. So when you're drinking your morning coffee or tea, you can remember us at Good Morning SKN, and you can tune in when we start at 8 a.m. with your coffee cup. You can also send us a picture drinking something in that cup.
That's when she's putting you to work. You realize that, right? You won yourself 2 mugs. So thanks again for participating. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations on your 200th episode.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Teslin. All right, have a good day. All right, so we're not done with our giveaways yet. We actually have another gift to give. So here it is. All you have to do to be the next lucky winner is to call. I'm going to give you the number again. It's right there over my head anyway. It's 664-7327. And here it is. All right, here's a question. So we just featured NEMA representatives and spoke about International Day for Disaster Reduction. To win the next prize, you have to tell us, what topic did the last NEMA representative speak about on GMSKN? What topic did the last NEMA representative speak about on GMSKN? Again, what topic did the last NEMA representatives speak about on GMSKN?
You think they were watching this morning?
But it wasn't this morning. It was not this morning. The last NEMA representatives is in the last time NEMA was here.
Yes.
What
yes.
topic
Okay. Got it.
did the representatives speak about on GMSKN? If you know that, call that number, hazard a guess, and you might win a prize.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're waiting.
Real.
I'm tempted to repeat it because that phone line isn't ringing as quickly as I thought it should. So again, what topic did the last NEMO representatives speak about on GMSKN? If you know the topic, put your fingers to work, dial 664-7327 and call us up. Let's see.
Do you think they're Googling now or they're YouTubing now?
Hey, they can do whatever they want to do. They can Instagram,
Just ensure that they get the...
YouTube, call a friend who watches, I don't know.
This is why you have to keep watching us every day, Monday to Friday. See why?
Because
do you see why I implore you?
By the way, there's a call coming in. Good morning. You are live on Good Morning SKN. Who am I speaking with, please? Alize. Alize, you got to give me your full name. Hey, Alize. Let's go. First and last name. Alize Burrows. All right. So here we go, Alize. Do you know what topic the last NEMO representative spoke about on GMSKN? How to be fully equipped in case of a disaster. I'm getting a thumbs up here, Alize. So you have won yourself a prize. We're going to find out what it is. You are correct because they did speak about disaster preparedness. So that's great. All right.
So we're going to say spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel?
Spin that wheel.
So Alize, the wheel is being spun right now. Well, almost. I'm preempting it. All right, let's see what you're going to win.
And you just won yourself a voucher.
Alize, I know you're taking me to rituals, right? Here's what you want. Wait, I didn't hear your answer. What did you say? I said, I know you're taking me to rituals with your $100 gift certificate that you just won. So congratulations. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. And you know, you don't have to take me. You can take anybody that you want, okay? I'm kidding you. All right. So thanks for participating, Alize. Have a good day. All right? All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So that is all the time we have for now for the giveaways, but the giveaways are not done yet. So you have to keep watching because you never know when we're going to say, hey, it's time for another giveaway, right? So we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in a flash with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday. You like him? No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
This coming Sunday, October 16th, is World Food Day. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Marine Resources has a whole line of events that all food lovers will surely enjoy. To tell us about these activities are Sherry Flanders, Head of Communications at the Department of Agriculture, and Lionel Stevens, President of the Sandy Point Agricultural Cooperative Society, better known as something that rolls off the tongue. It's called SPACS. All right. So welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It is our pleasure. So we're keeping the excitement rolling here. It's World Food Day. Obviously, with your fields, we want to know, how excited are you when World Food Day rolls around?
Very excited, a little bit tired, but a whole lot of excitement. Like that. Yes.
Do you line up?
World Food Day is a very important day, you know what I mean? We get the opportunity to share that food is important.
It is. Yes.
At least one day of the year.
At least.
I like that. In each of your opinions, why is it important to observe World Food Day?
Okay, for me, personally, I will say that I'm really happy that, being involved in the Ministry of Agriculture's activities, it really has opened my eyes a lot to the things that we've been taking for granted. And one of the things that I have now come to realize is how much we waste food. We waste a lot of food, not just globally, but right here, locally as well. And I feel like World Food Day and the week of activities that we host annually, it gives you the opportunity to do something about it. It helps to create some sort of awareness about it, and it also makes you feel like you need to do more. Okay. Yes, so for me, I feel like it's really, really important to have World Food Day observed, because there is so much more locally that we can do, and I feel like that's kind of where organizations like SPACS would come in and help to highlight what we need to be doing, especially if we're going to achieve food security.
Okay. So, Mr. Stevens?
Well, for me, as a farmer, one day to acknowledge farmers and food, to me, is not enough, you know what I mean? And when we talk about the suffering around the world, the challenges, you know what I mean, the inconsistency in supply, I feel more attention needs to be paid to it, you know what I mean, as it relates to budgetary comparisons. If you say food is the staff of life, you know what I mean, my truck got on food and food forever as a farmer, you know what I mean, you promote that. So I feel more attention financially, you know what I mean, technically should be paid towards agriculture if we want to be food sufficient, you know, so one day is not enough for me.
So you make a very good point, because when we think about the shortage of supply, this is when you never really miss the water until the well runs dry.
Exactly.
And we don't want the well to go dry, but we definitely see a lot of things not being on the shelf. So again, food security very important.
We kind of got just a touch of that experience during the pandemic.
Indeed.
Because, we depend so much on the imported goods that there is no way we would be able to sustain
And
ourselves.
during the pandemic, farmers were not considered essential in the first instance. So a lot of farmers lost, animals died because we were not able to go and feed, water. So more attention needs to be paid towards agriculture.
Definitely so. And an interesting theme for this year's observance, obviously, would be leave no one behind.
Yeah, leave it.
Start with you, Ryan. What does that mean to you?
Leave no one behind. Well, I just want to make a plea to the farmers. As the biggest, largest number of stakeholders in the sector, we need to step up. We need to come together, plan, strategize, and be a voice. So for this year, the organization decided to try our hats at an event called a Farmers Retreat, which would be happening on the 23rd, not to jump the gun, but the rose into the vibe still, right? But an opportunity to bring farmers together where we can discuss really the issues and try to be a voice at the table.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean? Get a representation at the table, because for many years, budgets go forward, plans go forward, and there's no farmer input.
Okay, indeed.
And that is critical. The ones on the ground who see it, who live it, needs to be a part of the discussion. So I just want to encourage the farmers to come out to that event. You know what I mean? Give thanks.
And because we realize the importance of having the farmers' input, we're going to do our best as a ministry now to collaborate as much as we can with our stakeholders, because the farmers are our stakeholders. They're responsible for feeding us. And if our farmers' opinions, their thoughts, their concerns, their ideas are not considered, then it means that we're not making any progress.
Indeed.
So this week of activities that we have upcoming, that is now going to give us, the opportunity to hear what they have to say. And one of the activities as well, other than what SPACS is actually having as part of our week of activities, we're going to have our Food Heroes Prize Giving Ceremony. I know it sounds so cute, right?
Yes, it does.
I know it does. Yeah, so we're going to have our Food Heroes Prize Giving Ceremony. And our Food Heroes Prize Giving Ceremony is going to be on the 20th of October. Okay. And this year we're going to be at Echo Park. It starts at 5 p.m. I'll just try to run through the list of activities, but I really wanted to highlight that one in particular because at this event, we kind of give recognition to
the farmers of the year.
And the fishers as well.
Fishers of the year.
So we try not to leave anyone out. So we have what we call a crop judging competition and the livestock judging as well. And the same thing would have to happen with the fishers. And so those persons would be recognized and they would be awarded. They get some big rewards. They get some bigger, right, Lionel?
Yeah, that we still feel could be bigger, you know.
I know you would say that.
I see you breathing, it's like, is that it, right?
Yeah, I still feel that it could be bigger, you know what I mean?
I knew you would say that.
Worth like an experience, you know what I mean? You work hard all year producing, and at the end of the year, you could get an opportunity, if you are judged the farm of the year, to experience farming at another level. In a different space.
Yeah, different country.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You feel you're saying it, a different country, even a week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? See agriculture in a different atmosphere. So you could probably learn
from that
and come home and, you know what I mean, implement something. So being a part of the discussion, we feel that we could upgrade what is happening. We could change some of the issues, address some of the issues, but
soon come.
Yeah, we want to get to the activities. I don't want to take it
soon come.
Okay,
so
you're passionate, so it's fine.
I work for the department as well, so I can't
really. As you should be. As you should be.
I wear two hats, so it's like sometimes
I only see one today.
The farmer's passion look take over, you know.
Yes, indeed.
But the week of activities starts.
Yes, we have quite a week that is actually lined up, and we start on the 15th, which is Saturday. Yes, I said the start, but actually what's happening is the Honorable Minister, Samuel Duggins, he's going to launch, he's going to open the week of activities, and he's going to open with his World Food Day address on this Saturday. And then we're going to have the church service at the Antioch Baptist Church. So we're going to gather and worship together, praise and worship together at Antioch Baptist, and that is at 9 a.m. The same Sunday.
And
you
that
forgot?
is the actual
Yes,
World
that
Food
day.
Day, October 16th.
Yes, October 16th is the actual day. Yes,
Okay.
World Food Day. Yes, annually, the 16th of October. That same day, as we observe World Food Day, would be the Newtown Fishers Cooperative Society Fishing Tournament. And that tournament, yes, is going to start at 12 p.m. and it runs until midnight. It's going to be at the Bastia Fisheries Complex. Yes, and more than likely, a whole lot of action is going to be happening. The fishing tournaments
just
are
want to
usually
encourage persons to go out and support
really
the
nice.
Newtown Fishermen's Cooperative. You know what I mean? They're trying their best with the fishing. Fishing has a lot of challenges. And like the farming, somebody was asking me the other day, which is more challenging? And I said, the fishing, because it's like, as a farmer on the land, you put it there and you're actually monitoring it.
Yeah, you can monitor.
But with the fishing now, you go out and you're hoping that
something
goes into the pot, something bites your line. So it's more taskful and riskier. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But
So
give thanks
shout
to
out
them.
to all the fishers.
Yeah, so
they really risk it for
kudos
the
to
fish.
them, you know.
As a fish eater, yes, I could tell you.
So we're just about out of time, but I just want to give you an opportunity to share. Are we through with the list, or do you have?
Yes, let me just quickly run through.
Yes.
So, yes, we have school visits at 8:30 a.m. on the Monday, which is the 17th. And we have what we call our Agri-Pink panel discussion because, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so we're trying to incorporate as much as we can with breast cancer awareness into our activities. And so this panel discussion will give persons the opportunity to learn the healthy foods that we can eat to help to keep our bodies in shape, especially for the women, but men as well, because men also get breast cancer.
Indeed.
So it's really important for us to acknowledge that. And then we have the visits to the St. Christopher Children's Home and the Mental Health Treatment Center, so we'll visit them as well. And then we have on the Wednesday, which is the 19th of October, a gardening tools donation and what we call a fad exhibition. Now, this exhibition has a little bit of a training element to it, and so persons as well as students are invited at the Department of Marine Resources, where they could learn about fish aggregating devices. Yes, so you could also attend that. And of course, I already touched on the Food Heroes Prize giving. And then the Friday, which is the 21st of October, is the big, grand World Food Day night market.
Oh, nice.
Which you could obviously tell is my favorite.
Yes.
You know, right? Yes, the night markets are usually of course, it's my favorite. But we're having a World Food themed night market that is on the 21st of October. And of course, it starts at 5 p.m. and it's going to be at the Bastia Public Market. So I use this opportunity to invite those persons to the night market on the 21st. Yes.
And on Saturday, we have the Sandy Point Agricultural Cooperative World Food Day, Food Fair and Agricultural Exhibition. This year we are taking a slightly different approach. The highlights, we're looking to have a sweet potato cook-off. Now I'm doing to feature some of the high schools and having a rabbit festival as part of it as well. So we're trying to promote rabbit meat. The Ministry of Agriculture Department is trying to promote rabbit meat as an alternative meat source. So when no chicken is there or no pork is there, you could get some rabbit. So come on out. It starts at 2 p.m. down at the St. Kitts Eco Park. Lots to see, lots to do. Lots of vendors will be there. There will be a kids zone, entertainment by Unstoppable Sound. And the Sunday, the Farmers Retreat. Call me to register. It's going to be at Manhattan Garden, 664-2732 for further details. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. So we want to thank you guys for coming, of course. Share very quickly for more information. Where can people contact you to get the information?
Oh, they know where to find me. People always find me. But for those persons who don't already call me, you can reach us on our Facebook page at the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Marine Resources. We now have cooperatives under our belt, but the Ministry of Fisheries, Agriculture, Marine Resources on our Facebook page. You can send us a direct message, or you can call 467-1016 for any other information that you are seeking. That's the direct line.
Sherwood Flanders, Lionel Stevens, our
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Thank you so much again for having us.
You're very welcome. More Good Morning SKN and a flash. Stay tuned.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel, bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking's through now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects could drop, you could damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Light fixtures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground, cover your head and remember every word that I said. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami. Drop, everybody now. Drop, I wanna see you now. Cover your head, cover your head. Drop, say everybody now. Tsunami, I want you to put up all your hands. Tsunami, I want you to put up all your flags. Tsunami, tsunami, tsunami. Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the seat to watch the action, just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has stopped. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. I'm here with my crystal balloon, and it's indicating to me as I look into it that it's time for another giveaway.
Yes, indeed. And we just gave away 2 Good Morning SKN mugs, compliments of Sun Island Clothing. And our second gift that we gave away was a $100 gift certificate for Rituals Coffee. Wow. And we continue now, as Jamie said, his crystal ball told him on the 200 episode that these are the prizes that are left to win. A $200 gift certificate for the Poinciana restaurant. $200 in honor of our 200th episode.
Absolutely right.
Oh man, what else?
All right, well, we've got 2 $100 gift certificates from Michael's Burgers. All right, great. So again, the amount is $200.
Yeah.
Great. And of course, we have 3 $200 gift certificates for.
No, 1.
Oh, forgive me. Okay, so I'll leave it there.
So
I'm getting prompted.
It's 1 gift certificate for Michael's Burger.
Oh, so it's 1 gift certificate
yes,
for Michael's
just
Burger.
numbered.
Oh, so wow,
Yes.
it's amazing. Crystal ball didn't work for me today. In any event,
Now
all
he's
right.
going to blame the crystal ball.
So it's got you, and then it's also a $200 gift certificate for Rock Lobster, and another $100 gift certificate for Pizza Boys. And Cortensia, we've got
Yes, a $100 gift certificate for Ritual Sushi and a tap water faucet water filter.
wow, amazing.
Yeah, so we have 6 more gifts waiting for you to win. So I hope you know the answers to the questions we are about to ask. So all you have to do is call us at 664-7327. I repeat, 664-7327 and answer a Good Morning SKN related question correctly. If you get the answer correct, you get to spin the wheel and win a prize.
Of course, and of course, the number to call is 664-7327, 664-7327. So you don't want to see us anymore. You just want to hear what we have to say.
Yeah.
So here's a question. How many times has our previous guest, Shira Flanders, appeared on GMSKN? Your answer must include today's appearance. Wow, the phone. Your answer must include today's appearance as well. All right, so we have a caller. Hi, good morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Yes. Today is the 200th episode, but the question is, how many times has Shira Flanders appeared on Good Morning? Can you hear me, sir?
Hello?
Yes, he's not hearing me, Cortensia.
Can you hear me, sir?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, so the question that
Today
we are at.
200th episode. So
It is.
I should win a prize.
Oh, but that's not the question, though. We're giving you the question now.
We're giving you the question so you can win the prize on the 200th episode.
Okay.
Let's give him the question.
Okay, so the question is, how many times has our previous guest, Shira Flanders, appeared on Good Morning SKN? And your answer must include today's appearance. Do you have that, sir? Hello?
1 minute.
Okay.
All right, so we're on hold, waiting for the answer. Is there a proverbial general?
I'm
general?
coming.
You are coming. Okay.
Four times, including today.
Sorry, sir, that's the wrong answer.
But you
So
can
have
call
to-
again and try again, and you might be
Please
lucky.
do.
All right, thank you, sir.
Lord.
I know, but thank you for trying anyway.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
appreciate you
so-
trying.
That was so sad, though. It's
I
like,
know. I know.
All
We
right, so
felt
hey,
it.
his loss could be somebody else's win. So the question, how many times has our previous guest, Shira Flanders, appeared on GMSKN? Your answer must include today's appearance if you know the answer to that question. Call us at 664-7327. That's 664-7327. The number is there, and your prize awaits you.
Yes.
664-7327. If you know the answer to this question, how many times has our previous guest, Shira Flanders, appeared on GMSKN? Again, your answer must include today's appearance.
Yeah. Jamie, I just realized the 200 balloon and my skirt matches perfectly.
You are just
200.
you were just channeling Turkey Killer 2.0 here. I don't understand. We had Turkey Killer come back for episode 100, and you're blinging like Turkey Killer 2.0.
I do not have to take this. Let me shade my face.
You know what we need to do? Can we organize a photo
I love
shoot
bling.
of Cortensia with Turkey Killer? Can we do that with the bling?
Turkey Killer will be in purple and I'll be in gold. We're celebrating. As Turkey Killer said, life is to be celebrated. So I have to take his line.
Have you seen the photo shoot that he had for Valentine's Day? I think
Yes.
you know the live model thing would actually be an advantage. So Cortensia. Oh, there's somebody on the phone, but I can't hear anything. Cortensia, can you?
Hello? You're on. I didn't hear you. Sorry?
5. I hear that. I hear
Okay.
5. And what is your name, please? First and last?
Kejel Thomas.
Kejel Thomas. Okay. And can you give us? Okay. Boy. Apparently, I'm going to need your Kejel Thomas. Okay. So can you? I'm asking for either your phone number or your social media info so that we can contact you in private. So how are we going to get this, guys? Help me out here. How are we going to get it? Do you want to give it on air? You wanted to give it on air? Are you okay with giving your number? Okay, you can WhatsApp us. Okay, so Kedra, here's what you do. You WhatsApp your number and name to us at the studio at the same number.
Yeah, 664.
And you will be able to collect your price. But we're going to tell you what that is in a second because we have to spin, don't we?
You have to spin the wheel, so
All right,
hold on.
All right, here we go. We're spinning right now. Alrighty. So you got a prize from tap water, and it's a faucet water filter, so you'll be drinking healthy and clean as long as the water stays on. All right. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right.
You're
so please remember to
welcome.
text us your details. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you again. All right. Yeah, I actually just said that. As long as the water stays on. All right. Here we go. All right, we have one more gift, Cortez.
Yeah, we do. So we have one more giveaway before we take a short break. So for a chance to win, for a chance to win, call in and answer our next question. The number to call once again is 664-7327. Once again, 664-7327. Here goes the question. On what date did we celebrate our 100th episode? Once again, on what date did we celebrate our 100th episode? Waiting for a caller, as me and the balloon match. As Jamie said with my Turkey Killer 2.0, Turkey, we have to do a shoot for Christmas and we'll make Jamie envious. Yes.
You're going to be the first living model that Turkey shot with. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a record? All right.
You're
anyway,
going to be the envy of us.
I'm getting off topic here. So the question is, on what date did we celebrate our 100th episode? If you know the answer to that question, rather,
we're waiting for
call
your
us
call.
at 664-7327, 664-7327, and you may win a prize.
They will if they get the correct answer.
Well,
yeah, we gotta go with the positive vibe. If you get the answer correct, you get to spin the wheel. You never know what will be the outcome. We have some, how should I say? We have some fanciful prizes on that wheel that's waiting for you. Dinner at Rock Lobster, dinner at Point Sienna, sushi with your friends. Come on, you gotta call. You have to call. We're celebrating big.
you're celebrating big. Well, there's somebody out there, I suspect, who's doing some research right now. Yeah, perhaps the first caller who was like, "Oh, I missed it."
Oh, I felt so bad for him.
Well, maybe he got a chance to win. Maybe somebody else will.
But he did say since it's our 200th episode, we can give him something for
Really?
calling.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
No, you've got to get the answer right. So, okay, the question is, on what date did we celebrate our 100th episode? If you know the answer to that, yes, our phone is
we
ringing.
have a caller.
Our phone is ringing. And it's still ringing.
Good morning, caller. You are calling in on our 200th episode. Do you have the answer?
Yes, good morning. May I speak?
Oh, you are correct. And what is your name?
My name is Flora.
First and last, please.
Lynch. Flora Lynch.
Flora Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, Flora Lynch, well, congratulations. So we'll now spin the wheel to see what you won on our 200th episode today. So hold on.
All right, spinning right now.
We're spinning and we're spinning and we're spinning. We even have our own Wheel of Fortune predictor guy.
Okay.
Right. So you won a $100 gift certificate from Ritual Sushi. And I just want to be sure I get your name correct again. It's Flora?
Yes.
Flora Lynch.
Lynch.
Yes.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
great. Congratulations, Flora. Thank you for playing along. So that is your prize. Thanks again, all right? I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, guys, the phone is going off, but we have no more prizes to give right now, so we apologize to you guys. But we're going to take a break.
Gotta
We'll be
stay
back
tuned.
shortly. Stay tuned.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
It's time for another installment of GMSKN's Expressions, and today we will be speaking with Carmela Lawrence. She's dedicated her entire music career to creating gospel music. And guess what? Her new song, Deep Waters, will be released today, October 13th. So let's hear from Carmela about her new song. Well, first of all, welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Yes.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you so much, Jamie and Hortensia. It's such a pleasure to be here. I really appreciate the warm welcome.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome indeed. So how long have you been working on this song?
Actually, this song was written since January of 2021. We introduced the song to our church with our worship team, and everybody fell in love with the song, and because it really ministered to people's needs, and so many people have come through the church, and they keep asking, when are we going to get this song to take back to our worship team, our congregation? And I kept saying, yes, you will. But the timing just wasn't right. And this year we decided, okay, we've got to do this. And so over the past couple months, we've been practicing, working. And on the 11th of September, we had a whole praise and worship session. And it was during that time that we did the recording of the song Deep Waters. But we released actually the song last night. It was an early release. Okay. It came out maybe about 2 hours before the release time because everybody was so excited. People kept texting me, okay, finally, it's here. So yeah, it's out now.
Okay. So why the name Deep Waters? What message do you hope this song will convey to you?
Okay.
Hearers and viewers at large.
Yes. Part of it comes from, and I quoted it on the song itself, from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47. And it talks about how the Holy Spirit wants to draw us away from the shoreline. A lot of persons, they get into the faith, but it's like what my husband would usually call on the bank, in the river, on the bank, in the river. And so people are just staying knee deep or ankle deep. But I think what God is calling us to is to get into that deep water. And the scripture talks about in that deep water, you're really getting all the minerals that you need to feed your soul, to feed your spirit. And so with that, then you can also pass it on to other people, because the scripture goes on to talk about from the time you get into the deep water, fresh fruit will begin to spring forth. And I think that's the message that we want to spread to people, that our lives can be such a blessing to others. We have so much negativity around. Yeah. And so I think if we get connected to that particular source, then automatically the fruit just springs forth.
All right, so let's talk about the collaboration with your worship team, of course, because the song features the Crossroad Community Church worship team in Nevis. What was the collaboration like?
It was an interesting one because they have never done a recording of any kind.
So they're green.
Before. They're pretty green, and were very nervous about it, but they were very excited as well. And we have been working together as part, our church is just basically 12 years old. And the majority of those persons have been there from the beginning. So we are accustomed to gelling. There's chemistry there for us. But when we said that we're going to record live, some people were like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But I think it was an exciting time for them. They recognized that, yeah, they have gifts that can go beyond just the four walls of the church. And we had several persons who would have come through. I invited a couple people just to come and listen, to hear them before. And yeah, their comments were pretty positive. It's like, okay, I didn't know you all have this here. But God has really been good in blessing us with these persons that are vocally capable. And I think that the end product is testament of that. And I'm very happy with the end product.
Nice. So you had two earlier projects, The Sound of My Voice and Majesty. How does Deep Water differ?
Well, it's not 100% different in the sense that it's still a lot of what I think God has placed within me in terms of giving it back out. But what we are focusing on currently is we want to be able to write our own songs from the church perspective, where we can also share with other worship teams. They can bring that. Part of it is also where we depend so much on the overseas. We depend a lot on I don't know if I can call the name online, the Hill Songs and Maverick Singers and so on. And we recognize that we're not writing our own stuff, and I think we're able to cover a lot of people's music, and we do very well at that. I think in St. Kitts we do have a lot of good singers, but we need to be able to also write our own, because God impresses on our own hearts and our own spirits the words from the word, and so we can now write and be a blessing to others as well. Sure. So that in terms of even the initial projects that I have done, 80% were written by me. So they're, original songs. So I think that is important. It's an important message to spread also to the other persons within the community that, hey, you don't have to keep doing somebody else's work. You can do your own. And right now there's a lot of problems with infringement rights and all of that. And people are getting into trouble. They put something up on Facebook and then it gets shut down, So that is part of what we want to be able to do, have our own.
You don't want the church getting involved in that when we have live broadcasts and you're copying somebody else's.
I know.
That's important as well.
Did your mother tell you God bless the child that has his own?
Yes.
Always.
So which platforms will the song, or has the song been released on so far?
Well, right now, Facebook and YouTube, and then on the local radio stations, we have already distributed it. Some of them promised that they're going to start playing it as of this morning. Okay. So, and then we are looking now to go further with it. My music has played around the Caribbean and beyond, England and US. The Lord has opened a lot of doors for me. And I think I was speaking to someone as I got in, and she was saying she is amazed at how God would take someone from a little 36 square mile island and take them to so many different countries. And I think I have had the pleasure of God opening doors, because when I look at it, I can't look at it any other way. Yes. It had to have been the hand of God on my life to open some doors. So I'm really appreciative of that.
All right, so I cannot let you leave. I potentially hinted at it before.
Yeah, especially on 200 episodes.
I cannot let you leave.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Without at least singing either a line or two or the chorus as we head to commercials. So, Carmela Lawrence, would you do us the honor?
All right, so the part of the song that I think really speaks to me is talking about bringing dead things back to life. So I'm going to try to do that for you. Bring dead things to life again. Let me live again. I'll never be the same again. My lips shall praise again. Forever covered in deep waters.
I got chills.
Goosebumps on my 200 episode, man.
I got chills.
That was deep indeed. It went deep. It went deep.
Carmela, thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you
so
indeed.
much for having me.
It was
and
our pleasure.
Being able to share, it was my pleasure. God bless you, and as you continue with another 200 episodes.
I know. Much more. Oh, man, 400
Yes.
and onwards. Yes,
You
indeed.
as well. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cooked today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what really happened. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Guess what?
What?
Our 200 episode giveaways,
started.
they are over. They aren't over. They aren't over. Remember, all you have to do is call us at 664-7327. Jamie, what do they have to do?
All they have to do is guess what? I'm kidding. Call us at 664-7327. That's all they have to do, right?
Yeah.
And answer, well, you can't just call and win, you know. You have to answer a related question correctly. So if you get the answer correct, or if you get it right, then, hey, we're going to spin the wheel for you, and you can win a prize. Well, you will win a prize once the wheel is spun.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
Indeed. So here is the first question. Name 3 of the guest hosts that have been on Good Morning SKN. Once again, name 3 of the guest hosts that have been on Good Morning SKN.
Wow, that's all you have to do, really?
Yeah.
3? Listen, this is so easy.
I know.
I'm waiting for the winner to come in like 15 seconds. Come on, you've got to call 664-7327.
Come on.
Again, the question: name 3 of the guest hosts rather that have been on GMSKN. Who are they? We
So
want to
other
know.
than myself and Jamie, who else would you have seen that would have hosted Good Morning SKN? Research is starting. Research is happening, I should say.
Actually, very interesting indeed. Yes, interesting stuff. It'd be interesting to hear what they say.
I know. You think the wig guy is gonna come up?
Listen, I don't know what. I don't know, boy. These people.
Or the Men in Black?
Or
the man
I don't
that was in black.
know. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that we're waiting to hear
From somebody, anybody, come on. There are prizes to be won. You have dinner for 2. Well, I'm just saying dinner for 2, but you can go and eat $200 worth of lobsters from Rock Lobster.
Oh, so you were just saying that. Okay, guys. Ignore pretense.
Somebody
The phone is
bit the
ringing.
date.
The phone is ringing.
Yeah.
All right, we're the taker.
Good morning, caller. You are on our 200 episode here at Good Morning SKN. Do you have an answer for us?
Good morning. Love the energy. Good morning. Who are we speaking with?
Contisha and Mimi.
No.
Oh, you gave us the host.
You
were
gave us the
supposed to give us
host.
the guest
host.
So you have to try again. Maybe you'll be lucky. Try again, okay? Thanks. No. You have to try
guest
again.
host that we would have if myself or Jamie wasn't there.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Please try again. We've got another caller. All righty. Is the other caller in line? Good morning. You are live on Good Morning SKN. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, caller.
Oh, that caller hung up. Oh, caller, you just... Hey,
You just missed your chance.
redial. Hit redial.
Patience is a virtue.
So here
Come
is the
on.
question. Here is the question. Can you name 3 of the guest hosts that have appeared on GNSKN, that have been
Yeah.
on GMSKN?
That would have filled in for either of us when we weren't here. So we are the, how should I say, the permanent, we are the steady hosts. We are the ones you see every
That's what you
morning.
call it?
But
Okay,
sometimes
whatever
when
you
you
say,
don't
I'm rolling.
see us, you see other persons. So those are the persons that we're expecting you to mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, 664-7327.
Not
So
us.
Tensi's winging it here. 664-7327. 7327.
Come on,
That's the number to call. We had 2 callers already.
Yeah.
Second caller hung up. Guess what? Redial.
Please
Come
do.
back in. That caller that we were talking to before who missed it and was like, oh, where are you? Come on.
Yes.
664
Come on, guy. You didn't call back.
664-7327. Name 3 of the guest hosts that have been on GMSKN. In other words, who've been in this position when we haven't been? Either or both of us have not been. As a guest host, not as a permanent host. As a guest host, as a fill-in.
We're celebrating 200.
If you
so
know,
we're waiting for your call as we celebrate. Celebrate.
if you know who they are, all right? If you know who they are, call us at
Please do.
664-7327. Guys, make sure that line is open because I don't know why this phone is not ringing.
I know.
This question is not that difficult. It really isn't.
Call us.
Well, that depends on how long they've been watching because some people have been watching since episode
This
1.
is why I implore you to watch every day because you never know when we're going to have giveaways like these. You have to watch.
Well, guys, if you're not going to answer, I'm going to answer it and I'm going to win for you. And so, can we do that? Can I win a prize? Is that what's
I
gonna
don't
happen?
think we're eligible.
Well, if nobody's answering, maybe I can. I mean, it's all in the name of moving on, all right? Hey, what do you say?
So do you think we should move on to another question? Maybe they have the answer to that one? And
that
then,
what
and
we're
then
gonna
we
do?
can always come back
I don't know
to
that
this
we've ever
question.
done that before. I don't think that we've done that. We're just waiting for an answer.
Yeah.
The phone is ringing. Great.
the
We've got to
phone
take
is
her.
ringing.
All right.
Hello?
Phone is still ringing. Let's go. Good morning, caller. You are live on Good Morning SKN. Who am I speaking with, please? First and last name. Sherilyn, last name? Sherilyn Davis. All right. Thank you for calling, Sherilyn. Do you have the answer to the question? All right, let's give it a shot. You're
Okay,
supposed
take
to
a
name
shot. Take a
3
shot.
of the guest hosts that have been on GMSKN. Sherilyn, what do you have?
Tony Cedric. Naima Hazel.
Okay.
And who?
Jamie.
All right, so you've got one of those correct, and
Yes.
unfortunately that's not enough to give you the prize. So you can try again. So thank you very much. You can hang up and redial and see if you get through again.
Try
Thank you.
again.
All right, those of you who are listening, you would realize that she got one correct. We're not telling you which one,
Yes.
but there is one. So at least, the line is ringing again.
you
Here we
gotta
go. We've
take
got
her.
another caller. Good morning, caller. You are live on Good Morning SKN. With whom am I speaking? Please, first name and last name.
Maya Lake.
Maya Lake. All right, Maya, let's go. You ready to answer this question?
Yes. Malia Erskine. Malachi. And oh my God. I think her name is Alicia. Wow. I can't remember.
Hey, we're going to give it to you because you're right. You are absolutely right. Alicia Daniel Blake is who you mean. Malachi Tucker and Malia Erskine.
Yes.
Hey, you just won yourself
You just won
a prize. I'm going to make sure I get that name again. Give me your first and last name again as we spin the wheel, please.
Maya Lake.
Maya Lake.
Maya Lake. Okay.
Great. So we're spinning the wheel. Well, we're about to. We're going to tell you what your prize is in a second, but congratulations.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, I'm really hoping that you love pizza or what else is on the menu because you won yourself a $100 gift certificate from Pizza Boys.
Congratulations.
So congratulations.
And thank you for watching too. Thank you for watching and participating in our 200 episode giveaway. Continue to watch though, because you never know.
You are welcome. All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. All right, guys, so it's time for our 6th giveaway. We've got another question. All right, here's the question. Name 4 of our GMSKN segments. Name 4 of our GMSKN segments. You know those things when we tell you it's whatever time or it's time for another whatever or we have whatever today. You're supposed to name 4 of our GMSKN segments. You can call us at 664-7327 if you have the answer to that question. Do you know 4 of our GMSKN segments? Can you name them? If you can, dial 664-7327 and you might win yourself a prize if you get all 4 correct. So those of you who lost out before, called in with partial answers or incorrect answers, here's another chance for you to win. 664-7327. 664-7327.
We may not have 200 chances, but we do have many chances. So as Jamie said, you have to call. If you don't call, you won't win. You should call us. You just might win a prize today.
If you want to call us so that Hortensia stops singing, call. We can do that.
Never. Just call us. Call us.
We can do that too.
Celebrating our 200 episode with a song, Jamie.
Hey, Turkey Killer 2.0. Take it easy over there. All right. So, again, the question. Name 4 of our GMSKN segments. If you know what they are, I'm going to give you a little hint. Can I give you a little hint? Sometimes we say them in our introduction. Sometimes they appear at the bottom of the screen with other text. Just sometimes.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you know what they are, call us at 664-7327. Yeah, this one seems to be a tough one.
Wow.
I don't think it is really, though, because we've been saying this from the very beginning.
I know.
And at least 2 of them should be easy because they're... You know what? Hey, no, not even 2 of them. More than 2 of them.
Yeah, all
some
of them
we
should
do,
be easy.
Some of them we do every day. Some of them we do once a week. Some of them we do, I don't know.
We even did one of them yesterday if they were paying attention. So there, I gave them a little clue. Just a little.
But some of them we do... I'm gonna throw it out there. Some of them we do at the beginning. Some of them we do at the end. Some of them we do in between. Some of them we do weekly. Do you know what the names of those segments are? If you do, call us at 664-7327. And you know what? Let me take this opportunity, of course, as we wait for an answer, to thank our sponsors for contributing to our giveaways today. Really great prizes for you guys. So we're waiting for you to call 664-7327. And of course, our sponsors are Rituals Coffee, Rituals Sushi, Pizza Boys, Rock Lobster, Sun Island Clothing, Tap Water, Michael's Burgers, and the Poinciana Restaurant. Holy, guess what that means, guys? We've got 8 sponsors. We've got 8 chances for you to win a prize. And we are on right now the 6th chance.
Yes.
So again, name 4 of our GMSKN segments. If you can do that, then you will win yourself a prize.
Ooh.
The phone is ringing. We finally have a taker.
We have a taker. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
May we have your first and last name? Hello? Did we lose that caller?
I hope we didn't lose that caller. I'm not hearing anything at all.
Hello?
Hello? All right, we're waiting. We're waiting to hear. Hopefully he didn't hang up. All right, can somebody
Hello?
let us know? He's not there now. He didn't hang up. All right, so we're holding on. We're holding on. If you're listening, just keep holding the line. We're working through it. All righty? I'm on the edge of my seat here. Who knew that giveaways could be such nail biters?
I know.
It's like, will we get him back? Will we get him back? All right. All right. Do we have him? No, we don't have him. Please call again. Please call again very quickly.
Come on.
Very, very quickly.
Call. Keep calling. Keep calling.
And we didn't even get his first name.
Nor his last
Am I
name.
hearing anything? I'm not hearing anything. All right. So I'm hearing you.
Yes.
You're hearing me.
Yeah.
And we're not hearing from you. And we want to hear
And
from
we
you.
need to hear from you. 664-7327. Call us now. Come on. You got to get in on the celebration. It's our 200th episode. We made it. And we got so many more to go.
So then we didn't make it.
We made it to 200. And we still have, I said, many more to go. Okay? We have added 100 since May 16th.
I'm vibing.
May
Yeah, I
16th?
guess.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with Turkey
Yeah.
Killer today. Guys, here
I do
is-
not have to take this. I will go home and leave him to host the 200
Here is the
episode
question.
all by himself.
Name 4 of our GMSKN segments. If you can answer that question, that's not even a question. If you can tell us what they are, then you will win a prize. We're on number 6, guys. We've got 8 giveaways. We're on number 6.
Come on, we got
work with
2
me.
more to go.
664-7327, 664-7327. As I said to you before, some of them we do every day. Some of them at the beginning, some of them at the end, some of them in the middle, some of them once a week, some of them twice a week, depending on what we have going on.
Yes.
And I gave you another little hint. I said it's generally in the bottom of the screen. Not all of them, but some of them are.
beginning.
The bottom of the screen, that label, we put them there and we say, you know what, it's time for, and we name the segment.
I gave them so many clues. I know they're not paying attention to me. I even gave them one of the segments. If they were paying attention yesterday, I did my usual moves. You know, they're not paying attention to me, man.
Do you need
I'm
another
hurt.
hint? Do you need another hint? The last guest that was here, when I introduced her, gave you one. I named it for you. I named it for you. This is such a nail-biting experience, by the way. I'm on the edge of my seat. Who will win? Because if you don't win, I'm going to take it all. I don't care what Cortensia says. I will answer my own question.
You will answer
And I will walk out of the studio claiming my prize. As a matter of fact, because there are
And
3
folks,
left.
you don't want that. The prizes are for you. We are happy that you tune in and watch us every day. So we are doing this all for you.
Oh, the phone is ringing again.
Oh, Jamie, you gotta threaten them more often
It's not a threat, it's a promise.
to take
Phone
the
is ringing.
prizes.
Good morning, caller. You are live on Good Morning SKN. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Yes, good morning. My name is Carla Williams.
Carla Williams. Thank you for playing along. Do you have an answer for us, Carla?
Well, I hope so.
All right, let's go. Give it a shot.
Okay, so we have the Black Legend
Ooh.
Days. We have the Trivia Game segment. I know you do that sometimes. There's the Loosen Up. And then at the end, there's the what's happening. You let us know what's happening, the events that's coming up and so on.
Carla. I hate to break it to you, but unfortunately, you won. I'm kidding. You won. All right. So you won. Huh? You are so welcome. So we're going to see what you won. Hold the line for a little bit. We're going to spin the wheel.
I like the imaginary spinner that we have out here, you know.
Want to tell her, Hortensia?
Gosh, guess what you won? Guess what you won? A $200 gift certificate to the Poinciana restaurant, Carla.
Wow, thank you. I was hoping to get that.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
great. So
look
happy.
at you.
Love
Calling
the
on
reaction,
you.
by the
Look
way.
at you. Your luck is excellent today.
Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Amen. Thank you for participating.
Thank you
All right,
so
thanks,
much.
Carla.
And keep watching. Remember, you have to keep watching.
Yes, I am
All right,
watching
thanks.
right now.
Love it.
Okay, then,
All
Carla.
right,
Thank
thanks,
you so
Carla.
much.
All right, congratulations. All right, guys. You know what? We're prolonging this here. Let's go. Number
Yes.
7. Number 7. You got it, Cortensia? Number
Yes,
7.
number 7. So, viewers, we're down to our last 2 giveaways of the day. So here is question number 7. Name 4 of the guests we featured on Good Morning SKN for our 100th episode special. So name 4 of the guests we featured on Good Morning SKN for our 100 episode special. Remember, we had confetti, we had pom-poms, and we had guests. So you just have to name 4 of those guests. 4 of those guests.
You had confetti.
Pom-poms.
You had pom-poms.
And guests.
And,
and guest host. At least Daniel Blake was on the 100 episode as the guest host, because my co-host was off for a bit.
Wow.
Yes.
100. Episode 100.
100, yeah.
So you effectively gave them a clue. You effectively said, look for the one with the pom-poms in any event. By the way,
I did.
you kind of did.
That's if they're going through YouTube.
You kind of did.
Oh, man.
By the way, I was joking around earlier with Cortensi about something, so that might provide its own hint. I was kind of joking around as to how shiny it is here.
I'm going to get you.
And that we might need to memorialize this moment with a photograph. I was joking around, so that's giving you a bit of a hint, right? So the question again is to name 4 of the guests that we featured on GMSKN for our 100th episode.
Yeah.
Again, prize number 7 is at stake. All right, we've got 8 prizes. Prize number 7 is at stake. Let's go.
Let's
Do you
go.
know? We want 4. 4 of those people.
And remember, the number to call is 664-7327.
Yes, can't forget the number.
We can't forget the sponsors either. So once again, thank you to Rituals Coffee, Rituals Sushi, Pizza Boys, Rock Lobster, Sun Island
And the
Clothing,
phone is
Tap
ringing,
Water,
Hortensia.
Michael Burgers, and Poinciana.
And we've got a
Restaurant.
call.
Yep.
Good morning, caller. You are live on GMSKN. Can you give us your first and last name, please?
Shawnee Perrial.
Shawnee, give me that last name again, please.
Shawnee Perrial.
Perrial, okay.
Yeah.
And the answer that you're going to give us, go right ahead. Can you name 4 of the guests that we featured on GMSKN's 100th episode, Shawnee?
Malia Estes. The business and professional woman club. Alafia Samuel and Costello.
You got it.
You gave us more than enough.
She didn't get it? She said the Business and Professional Women's Club. Is that not correct? All right, so great. So she's got it, right? Yes, you got it. All right, great.
She gave us more
so,
answers.
Shawnee, whoo, I was on the edge of my seat here for you. Biting my nail again. It's like, did she get it? Did she not get it?
So can you send us a WhatsApp message with your details after we would have
great.
spun the wheel? So remember the number is 664-7327. We haven't spun the wheel yet, so don't go anywhere, okay? We just need to get your contact, so we need you to send us the WhatsApp.
Alrighty, so we're going to see what you won. Let's go. We're spinning the wheel now. Shawnee, you've got a 1 in 2 chance of winning one of the 2 prizes left. There we go.
Ooh! Do you want to know what you won?
Wow, it got better, didn't it?
You won a $200 gift certificate for Rock Lobster.
Okay. I'm loving these reactions, by the way. Wow.
So you won $200 on our 200 episode. And remember, you have to keep watching.
Yes, and it's Charlene Perrial.
Charlene Perrial. Can you spell your last name?
P-A-R-I-A-L-L-E.
Okay, thank you.
Charlene.
Charlene.
Okay, Charlene. Thank you so much for participating. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Welcome. All right, so, hey, we're just going to move right on. Giveaway number 8.
Yes.
And this is going to be the last winner of the day. One more prize left. Number to call is 664-7327, 664-7327. Here is the question. Are you ready for the question? I'm on the edge of my seat for the question. All right. So what is Studio 327's landline number? Wow. What is Studio 327's landline number? I swear this is the most difficult question of the day. What is Studio 327's landline number? If you know that, don't call that. Call 664-7327 and give us your answer to that question. So call 664-7327 and tell us what our landline number is.
Please do. And we're waiting on your call.
And the last prize is a $100 gift certificate from Michael's
Ooh,
Burgers.
we got a
have
taker.
All righty. Phone is ringing. Let's see. Good morning, caller. You are live on GMSKN. First and last name, please. Love the enthusiasm. Yes?
Hi, my name is Mary Thomas.
Mary Thomas, okay. Thank you for calling in on our 200th episode. Do you have the answer?
It's 465-7327.
Oh, 465-7327. Who would have guessed it, you know? Who would have guessed it? All right, so hold on a second. So we know what your prize is. It's a $100 gift certificate from Michael's Burgers. You excited about that?
Yes.
All right. There's no reason to spin the wheel because there's only one prize left. So we know what it is. So we want to thank you for participating today. Thank you so much. And all right, so we have all the information that we need from her, right? We got it? We're good? Can we let her go? Can we let her go? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
All right, it's great. All righty.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So again, thank you to our sponsors. Of course, you want to run through the list one more time? We've got Rituals Coffee, Rituals Sushi, Pizza Boys, Rock Lobster, Sun Island Clothing, Tap Water, Michael's Burgers, and the Poinciana Restaurant. And of course, hey, this is where we're going to say goodbye.
Yes.
But, you know, it's our, what is it again? Our 200th, it's only there. Our 200th episode. Our 200th episode, right? So we want to thank you guys for, of course, following us every day. Social media platforms. You know what? Yeah, we're getting cues. Hey, let's go. You want to do it? Are you gonna do it? Yeah. Hey, come on.
We have
special guests here. Just run right up. Run right up.
Ta-da! What is our guest host?
We're finally on TV together.
Yeah.
Finally.
Took 200 episodes.
I know, right?
It took 200 episodes.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
We got it.
Third time's a charm?
Third time's a charm or 2 times a charm.
All right. So again, our guest host here, Naima Hazel. Great to have you here. And we're going to say goodbye now. So we want to thank you guys for following us, of course, on our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube at Studio327INC. And of course, on Instagram at Good Morning SKN.
I love it. We got one.
And again, use the handle, the hashtag. Hey, you guys are just so welcome now. Hashtag GMSKN. You'll find our content. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share. And check us out online at www.studio327inc.com.
And as I would always say, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. I know the entire show was everybody's favorite because we had giveaways and so much more. And this is where I say, see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Friday.
Hang on, we're getting Turkey Killer 3.0 next time? Killing you with a skirt.
At 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. I'm proud Turkey Killer 2.0. Look, I'm shining.
Guys, see you all. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thanks for watching.